folks. I tell you, I was in this area yesterday, guys. Well, I've been in this area for about 3 days this week. Here, I caught one. And I have caught a bunch of crappie. They were in here schooling. Today, it's a nice day, the nicest day we've had for a while. It's 50 couple degrees. And bam, there's one about 8.5. I'm not seeing as many. I hesitated there for a minute, guys. I thought I heard a deer running. I turned around to look. I've seen deer swim across the lake already a couple times this year. Hunters get after them and they take off swimming across the lake to get away from the hunters. That's what I thought I heard. That's why I turned around and hesitated. But that's not. I think it's a squirrel. But the crappie are hard to find today. This area was loaded yesterday. I was here yesterday with somebody I knew was in this area. We was talking about it. He says crappie everywhere. They're not here today. I say this a lot. They move, guys. They move a lot. You got to find them. There's some shad here. I did find this little one I just caught, the little school I just caught that one out of. I'm going to show them to you right here. They're right on the bottom, guys. And the reason they're on the bottom is 51 degrees. And like I said, the night before yesterday, it was very cold. It was 24, which is cold for us for this time of year, guys. This is the last of November. But we average about 30 to 35 at night, and in the 50s every day is what we average this time of year. So it's a little colder than normal. 24 was, and we've had 2 or 3 nights in a row like that down in the 20s, and it's knocked the water temperature a lot, and that pushed the crappie down. Now yesterday, they were on the bottom or just a couple feet off the bottom. All right, and I was catching them, and they was aggressive. So far today, they're not aggressive. You would think they would be with a nice warm day today, but that doesn't seem to be the pattern. So, and you might just have to find a school that is ready to feed and that's aggressive too. All right, guys. Yeah, it's a crappie. I say yeah, it's a crappie because I'm catching white perch too. They're running the bottom just like white perch run the bottom, guys. Is what they're doing. And that's why sometimes I don't know whether I got a crappie or a white perch. I can't tell the difference sometimes till they grab it. As you can see, they're not a whole lot of difference in size. We catch white perch. I've caught them up to 15 inches. But usually most of them are 10. Most of the big ones are 10 to 12. All right. That's on the stinger flash color. Now, all right, guys, I moved from where I was at. There wasn't as many fish running around there as usually is. And actually, it was very few running around there. There was a couple schools I showed y'all, and that was it. And they kept moving, but they're moving. And I done came a long ways, guys. I done came probably, that's on the willow tail. I done came 3/4 of a mile, and I've been running around with my trolling motor, so they're gone now. And I just found a school there I threw at, and that's how much they're moving. All right, right here, they're going this way. All right, guys, I found them again. Caught another one out of it. I'll tell you, it's been like I say, I'm gonna pick him up. It's been a lot tougher day. And it's beautiful out here. You can see I don't even have a coat on. It's 50 couple. He's about the same size. He's about 11 inches. I got to change colors now. Colors. So they're not real aggressive. I don't see many of them paying attention to it. I just seen one move. He paid attention to it. He didn't strike it. He come up and checked it out. I'm dropping it down amongst them. Now I don't see my bait. It's down amongst them, I reckon. There, I just seen it. See it once in a while when I pop it. Yesterday, if I got it amongst some fish like that, I got bit. And that's strange how much difference it is. And it's 2 days after the cold front. There you go. One of them finally hit. So I couldn't see my bait. I just let it fall down amongst them for a little bit. One of them hit it. Now that's pretty bad when you got to let your bait fall down into the school. You can't even see it, right? Before you get bit. But that's the way it is sometimes, guys. I'm telling y'all. Y'all hear me say this a lot. Sometimes you got to put it in their face. See what I'm talking about? That's today. Today, if it's not down with them, they're not going to bite it. And that's a nice one, guys. He's probably right at 11 inches. Thank you, buddy. Old fluke. I'm going to tell you, this fluke's still one of my favorite baits. All right, guys. And they moved about 25 feet over from me now. But look, here's what I was doing. I was watching the depth finder. I hear people say this all the time. Those guys with those live scopes, they look like ostriches with a head in the hole. All they did was bit over watching depth finder. Well, y'all play video games. I don't play video games, but a lot of y'all probably play video games. I know my son does. And it's almost the same thing. I watch the bait come to the school to fish. He's about 11. Come over to the school of fish. I let it fall down above the fish. I seen one rise up, strike, another one strike. I pulled a little further, another one striked at it, kept pulling it. One run up, messed it, came back down. Then it was like 2 falling, you know, and I just kept reeling. Then one of them just ran up and grabbed it. So it's like watching a video game. that's why we watch the Depth Finder sometimes. When you get somewhere where you can see your bait like that, that's a lot of fun just to watch and the reaction they're having to your bait. That's what I'm trying to say, I reckon, guys. All right, I'm down now, guys, to, I've got a little bit. There's the Willowtail package. These are fresh ones. I just made these the other evening, and I was going to bag them. I said, no, let's get. There's a Tweety bird too. There's a Tweety bird and shiner, and I got a fry on another rod. I done caught one on the fry, right? Let's see if we can catch one on the shiner next. What y'all think? I got one, guys, on the shiner. Let's do it out there and swim it back across them. I had to make a couple casts. They were nipping at it. And finally, I just threw it out to the sink to the height of them and just reeled it back slow. Just rolled up and grabbed it. Sometimes you just gotta move it a little bit more than you think you need to. But when this bait's moving, that little tail's dancing. See, he's about 10. They got a cut on him. I think Crappie take a beating from catfish. All right, guys, took me a couple more casts, but. Like I said, they're not real aggressive today. Yesterday, they were really aggressive. Today, they're not. So the weather for us, how nice today is, don't mean as much as we think it does. It's the conditions are right for them to feed. All right, we're going to have to switch now. That's a nice fish. All right. All right, guys, got another one. I think the fluke, and this is the Tweety bird, have been the easiest thing to catch them on today. Now, I think a lot of that is they're both small. The fluke is 2 inches long. It's actually 2 1/4. I cut just about 1/8 off of it. Not that much. Yeah, maybe. I cut that little nose off of it so it fits up against the jig head better, okay? I do that on 3-inch minnow too. You know what I'm saying? Because they come down to a point. It's the way they are in the mold, guys. You don't have to do that. All right? There you go. That's probably the smallest one I've caught today. He's probably 9 1/2. Now, this is a size 4 hook. It's a little big. You actually want a 6. I was too lazy to change to a 6. Well, that's smaller. I thought they would look a little bigger. They was out there a little further. All right, guys. That took me about 6, 8 casts. That wasn't easy. Like I said, they ate me up yesterday. I had no trouble catching them. Today, I'm working for them. But that's okay. That's fishing. It's not the same every day, and it can change during the day. You ever went fishing, couldn't catch anything, and you think, I'm going to go in? That's a baby. I'm going to go in here in a little bit, and bam, you start catching them. Yep. All right, guys, got the little fry out there. Bam. Now, I'm using the jig heads that I told you I'm going to sell later on. And it's probably going to be January, guys, before I get them on the site. So next year, when y'all get to ordering little bits, and you order crickets, bugs, I mean. The bug is a cricket. I just call it a bug because it's so small. I got a 2-inch cricket. He went through and got him double. There you go. That's a nice fish. He's got a cut mark on him. See what I'm talking about? All right, there it is. Now these little baits, guys, you can catch quite a few fish on them, but they're not super tough. I average 5 to 6 or 7 fish on one. And I heard somebody say this on one of the YouTube channels I was watching. They was talking about another bait company. They said, oh, we can catch 15, 20 on it. Well, I don't have anything you can catch 15, 20 on it. I have caught 10, 12 on the stinger willowtail. I've caught 10 to 12 on each one up, and I have caught 6, 8, 10 crappie on one of these little bits. But usually 6 to 8 fish. And if you got some super glue and you tear their nose a little bit, yeah, you can get more out of them. But if you when a bait gets that tough, you lose action too, guys. So you ain't careful. I've used some of these company baits that are really tough, and when you shake them, the tail goes and stops. When you shake my baits, the tail keeps on. You want to catch fish, right? I want the baits that catch fish good. I'm not worried about having too soft, but I do like to get 4 or 5 fish or more out of one. But like I say, I average 6 to 8 fish for a bait, and some of them stinger stuff more. All right, guys, we got another one on the fry. The little bit. I was thinking about the fry. That's why I said fry, because I threw it and I don't remember if I caught any fish on it. I think I caught one on it, and I laid it down through something else. But anyway, I was up there where I wasn't many fish. See, that's just a little bit. Looks like a little minnow, doesn't it? All right. Well, let's I'll fish the fry for a minute, just to make sure. Well, guys, it wasn't hard to catch one on the fry. Now I put it on that little jig, so I'm going to net him. Some of these small fish, I know y'all think, why does he net them? A lot of times I'm using 2 and 4. This is 4 pound. I got 4 on most of these. I got 6 on one. All of them have 4 on it. One has 2. Shakespeare rod has 2 on it. 2 pound test. He's a little fella. All right, that's on the fry. All right, guys, caught another one on the fry. Let's pick him up. He ain't that big. All right, caught another one on the fry, guys. What this boat's doing? He's a small one. All right, but it's on the fry. All right, guys. Hey, appreciate y'all, guys. Thank y'all for watching Fishing Lake Country. Enjoyed reading the comments. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the great comments. Y'all some good folks. And I've got new colors coming in 2022. Got new body shapes coming. Hang with me. And I'm gonna keep on building that site, guys. Bound to be something y'all want to fish with. Most all the colors and body shapes are working from people that's buying them and the feedback. So just kind of keep your eyes on the comments. People are enjoying them. People are catching fish on them. My name's Dennis. See y'all next time. Fishing Lake Country.